This was an outstanding success for SpaceX, and it represents progress in the Starship program. We kind of missed the magic moment, but what they did was a controlled re-entry of Starship into Earth's orbit. Old-fashioned kind of rocketry where, a mix of old-fashioned rocketry and modern-day rocketry where, you use air resistance to slow down the Starship craft as it passes through Earth's atmosphere, but also the Raptor engines on the base of Starship to kind of reorient it. For lots of that process, we didn't have a clear visual. There was a camera feed, but debris and ash was covering the lens. But because the Starship spacecraft is fitted with a Starlink receiver, SpaceX, even despite just like insane temperatures surrounding the spacecraft, were able to maintain the feed. But what gave SpaceX confidence that it was all going to plan is that even when the camera cut out, there is data feeds on the right-hand side of the screen which show the speed of descent slowing and the altitude reading. And the fact that they were able to constantly get that data was a sign that everything was valid. The goal of this test, the fourth flight test, was to work towards reusability. So you're completely right. In this instance, the Starship spacecraft touched down in the Indian Ocean. It was basically a controlled splash or a controlled dunk. Earlier, about an hour ago, the Super Heavy booster, the actual kind of rocket part that sent the combined system into orbit, had a controlled splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico. I think I incorrectly said on air earlier it was in the Indian Ocean as well, but it wasn't. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. These are all about data gathering, right? And there'll be loads of our Bloomberg television audience around the world that are saying, well, what are you talking about? They dumped both parts of the Starship system into the ocean. They will try to receive and revive and salvage those parts. But really the value of these exercises is, one, gathering the data. What the Starship craft was able to do is reach orbit, travel around the world at orbital velocity, re-enter in a controlled fashion, and then touch down, albeit a splash, in a controlled fashion. The next goal for SpaceX is to increase the cadence of launch. This is an incredibly powerful launch system, and so we wait and see when they get their next license and go again. But for now, a big success for SpaceX and Starship Test Flight 4. This is Bloomberg.